everybody. I hope you can hear us okay. I forgot my mic. We are at Western Speedway right now for the today's the last day that they're ever open. And the event today is drag racing. So we came to drag race. Despite growing up around drag racing, I've been drag racing. I started junior dragsters when I was 10. Then pit crewed on a top fuel funny car, nitro funny car for a while. Top fuel front engine dragster, and then eventually my dad and I had our own injected alcohol front engine dragster. But despite that background, I've never actually been here for a drag race before. Mainly because it's a really short track. It's only, I think it's 380 feet. But today being the last day, thought, you know what? Let's come out and try it out. So here we are. We got the Roadster. We just registered. Now we're about to go in and go through tech. Okay, we're in race mode now. We're just waiting for the tech guy to come by. Took the windshield off because obviously it's still broken from Bonneville. Shannon took the hubcaps and beauty rings off. I forgot all about an overflow bottle. So we got this out of a garbage can and zip tied it on there. Other than that, I think we're ready to go. We got a Snell helmet from my autocross days. Seatbelt. Should be good to go. Also, in the spirit of the last day here, Richard has brought out his land speed racing truck. So I have no idea what it's gonna do here, but I think I can take him. I think my flathead can take 1,200 horsepower in 300 feet. Guy came and he passed us. We're good to go. So we just did our first pass. I red lit. I got a 0.108. 60-foot time is 2.29, and then we went through the traps at 53 or 52 miles an hour, 7.6 seconds. Which, to be honest, the 7.6 seconds is kind of I don't have anything to compare that off of because I've never raced a 380-foot track before. But one thing I did notice though when we were going through tech is I'm only getting 3/4 throttle. The throttle linkage, the throttle's pretty janky on this car. It was definitely an afterthought when I was building it. But yeah, I just realized after 12 years of driving this car, I'm only get 3/4 throttle. So I'm not gonna do anything about that right now because I don't have the proper tools or anything, and I don't wanna take it apart and try to adjust it and make it worse or anything. And they do bracket racing here, so if I change it and all of a sudden we run like a 7.2, that's gonna throw the whole day off. So just leave it the way it is and try to run as consistent as possible. Richard's 1,200 horsepower LS ran a 10 something. I don't remember the exact numbers, but yeah, he spun the tires the whole way down the track, never shifted out of first gear. But he's got a 2.50 gear ratio because this thing's built to go land speed racing at Bonneville. So fortunately he doesn't really stand a chance out here, but it's still cool to see it go. And my old flathead's faster. Haha. Okay, second pass against Richard. We did not red light this time. We got actually pretty good reaction time, 0.18, and we ran a 7.62 compared to our first run of a 7.60. So it's running really consistent. That's good. Richard, on the other hand, broke going through the top end. I could hear him coming, and he passed me in the top end, and it's pretty rough there. He bottomed out, and I don't know if that's what broke the hose or if it was just a coincidence, but he blew a coolant line, so he's done for the day. So we're going into eliminations now. Ran a 760 the first run and a 762 the second run, so we dialed in at a 759 just because the temperature's gone down a little bit. So for those that aren't familiar with bracket racing and dial-ins, basically what it is a way to kind of even out the playing field, to give the slower cars a chance to win so that the person with the biggest bank account doesn't always win. So we made 2 time trial runs, ran a 760 and a 762. So now we have to basically guess how fast our car is going to go. So we picked 759. Say the car that we're going to race against picks 659. That car, we would then get a 1 second head start, so that in theory, if I ran a 759 and they ran a 659, we would both cross the finish line at the exact same time. Where the strategy comes in is we dialed in at a 759. If we run a 758 or a 757, if we go faster than this time, we're disqualified. So there's a real fine margin. And it kind of basically just comes down to experience and a little bit of luck and how well you know your car with your dial-ins, and whoever's the closest wins. Also, if you jump the start, if you get a red light, you're disqualified. So your reaction time plays a lot into that as well. There's a lot of strategy with bracket racing. As I was talking about with the strategy and reaction times, we dialed in at a 759 and I ran a 759, but I still lost because the other guy had a better reaction time than me. He beat me off the line. So I'm still so stoked though that we ran the dial-in time. That's so rare that actually happens. So anyways, I guess we're done for the day. That's the very last drag race at Western Speedway. I'm glad that I got to attend. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go home now. Oh, hold on, my lens is dirty. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go home now because there's not much for us to do here since we lost. So thanks for watching. Make sure to check out the website, lgspeedcustom.com. And also thanks to the Caballeros once again. Make sure to check out thecaballeros.com. And thanks to the